Howdy folks. So I've been messing around with the XSL X1. I got two pairs of those, and Dark Magician driver, everybody knows I love it. Really awesome driver. I can't overstate that, because when that thing hits, it has the stage of a planner nearly. Well, maybe as good. It's just unbelievable. Like, absolutely shocking. I have not heard another dynamic driver that comes even close, really, other than Twilight. And so here's the mods that I've been doing. I will help you get into this. Also, by the way, just to mention this, the version 2 of the XSL X1 that I got is much better than version 1. In fact, without doing a hell of a lot to it, it's about as good as it's going to get in the current format. So a hell of a lot means open the back shell. How do we do that? We get an X-Acto knife with a big handle. Use a leather glove. Don't be like my bud and cut his fingers. Hot air or a hair dryer can help heat the shell up. Don't get it any hotter than what you can touch. And get in that seam. There's very minimal glue. Go along, find an edge with a point, get it in there, and then find another one and keep going. And you don't go to just one side and pop one side, because it'll all bind on itself, just to mention. All right, so then we get into the shell. And start with what I've actually got going on with mine, which is kind of, I'll just put it like this. The stage is S+ tier. It is freaking Twilight style. And that's with a 400 value 2.5 millimeter damper on the back of the driver. What this does is it arguably bloats the shit out of the driver. Then we have to get to stage 2. So we're talking a ton of mid bass. The bass starts popping, or mids and bass start popping up around like 800 hertz. And so let's see. Yeah, it actually ends up with about 10 dB of bass. The front vent totally plugged. So next part of the mod, just remove all the stuff out of the bore. You don't need any of that crap. Just leave it open. You can look in there and marvel at the driver shell, which is a protective cover, so don't worry about it too much. And that's already going to be pretty amazing. It's a little bit dark in the treble. The stage should blow people the fuck away. But we can get better. And how we can get better is, and here's also the other thing, because it's going to have a lot of bass. It's going to be harder to hear that stage. It's there, but here's how we get it better. We drill through the front vent. We want about a 2 millimeter hole. You can do bigger. It's going to be kind of hard, but I'm at the point where I'm using a 2 millimeter drill, a variable speed drill on super low, and then I'm just going in millimeter by millimeter into the vent until I feel like I'm close to getting through. And then I get a 2 millimeter Weha, that's a screwdriver set from Germany, and swivel that in the bore until I poke through very gently. Don't push hard, might dent the driver shell. And actually, if you look closely, right when you get through that, there's the center of the driver on the other side of that. It's because the hole's 2 millimeters, it'll hit the edge of the driver cover, and it should protect it somewhat, but you do push hard and you're gonna have a bad day. Okay, so I did that 2 millimeter hole. Then I used a dental pick to go back in there and remove, so the metal shavings end up sticking to the damper that's in the bore, and then I just kind of like yank that out, and it's actually a pain in the ass, but get that out of the way. And or you can even slide it slightly over so it's not covering the 2 millimeter hole, and then pull up on it so it's just stuck to the inside of the shell. That's fine. And then of course, I should mention this, of course, but as you're drilling this, tap the damn thing out and get all the metal shavings out as you go. Clearly, right? Of course. And for the win, do it all upside down. I'm just kidding. It's harder than fuck. I've tried that. But so that right there, that mod on the vent. And then, by the way, I put a 4.1, I think it's 2, well, I don't know why the 2, but 4.12 millimeter damper on the outside of the shell, and put a grill over that, a sticky grill. If I get this the way I want it, I might get a bit and actually open the around the vent hole that I drilled, so that I can recess the damper and put a metal grill on top of the damper. So, you know, a little more permanent, but a little bit ways down the road. That will give you like a mini Twilight. Now, I'm just telling you right now, certain tracks are going to sound a little dark. You need a lot of volume to get it to the point where it's going to sound fairly good, but the stage is just mind-blowing. It does the swirly around the head thing, the super wide, just like, holy Christ. The Fat Earth, quote-unquote, Twilight treatment on this works well. So there's my tips, folks. Hopefully Modi types can get into this. Nice thing is it's only like maybe 50 bucks. Oh God. Hey, take it easy, take it easy. Only like 50 bucks. So at the end of the day, you're getting a driver, well, two drivers, and then 2 sets of shells, which are, you know, good enough to do what we need to do. Not maybe the most ideal, but good enough. So off we go to the modding races, and also just a little bit of a review on the version 2 of the XSL X1. Yeah, so by the way, I probably ought to post this, but I'll show you on Alley where to buy the dampers. It's like the NCH store, I think, or something like that. And you get yourself some mixed packs or whatever. They're not too expensive. It's like $5 a pack. And they're really, really handy. Those are for back of the drivers. You got 2.5s and 3mm dampers. And highly worth it, but you got to be willing to get into stuff. So, in any case, right on. And we're at the top, nearly the top of the ridge. Yay! All right, bye.